All right. I laugh. I gotta laugh because I gotta laugh. Got to laugh. I got to laugh. Gotta laugh. Collective. I got some new info. Oh, so I'm telling you, before the month ends, I'm telling you right now, before the month ends and before the year ends, because the year's not even, the year don't end in December, but in this reality, in this 3D world, the new year is January, right? So let me tell you something. Before Thanksgiving, though, literally the day before Thanksgiving, I got some new information. So collective, right? So check this out. So I did a personal reading, was it this morning? Right? And a dirty cop police came out that a part of the community residents that was a neighbor. But it never stated in the reading if it was the past or the present community. So I just finished getting off the phone with my mother. Right. So I just finished getting off the phone with my mother. And she was talking about, Christmas, Thanksgiving dinner, because I can't call her to see if she wanted me to go over there, because my Thanksgiving dinner is done. I cook for myself. My mother wasn't going to celebrate Thanksgiving, so I was like, I'm going to make myself a Thanksgiving dinner. So my shit is done already. So I was offered to get a ride tomorrow to my mother's house, and I called her to see if she wanted me to come by, but she didn't really want to celebrate. So anyway, we got into a discussion, and we were sitting there talking about pateles, because she orders pateles from somebody. She orders pateles from a cousin, right? I didn't even know that this person that she ordered from was a blood cousin related. I'm telling you. So, and I'm like, I don't know who this person you talking about. And she was like, really? She remembers you? I'm like, yeah, I don't know these people. I don't remember them. Mind you, these people that she's talking about they are family. They're cousins. They're my cousins. They lived in my building in my past community where I grew up at, and they were my downstairs neighbors. And they live in the same section that I did, but just on the downstairs. I find out that these cousins of ours, these three sisters, there's three of them. One of the sisters is my godmother of water. One of her sisters is a correction officer, which would replicate dirty cop. Is connection to the PD. Because I asked my mother, I was like, who's a cop? Is anyone a cop? She was like, hello, duh. Her. I mean, she said she's not a cop, but she's a correction officer. So a correction officer fucks with people in jail. 321, I just looked at the timer. So correction officer has connection to people in the jail system. Hello. Connecting the dots. Right? I'm connecting the dots right now. And it says that it's somebody that's locked up. So anyway, I just discovered who the feminine dirty cop is. She's not a cop. She's a correctional officer. She's my cousin of blood. She lived in my building on the 3rd floor, 3D, underneath, the 3 floors underneath. I lived in the 6th floor, 6D, and she lived in 3D. So downstairs neighbor keeps coming out in my reading. That's the downstairs neighbor. That's a family member. That's a part of the fucking corrupted system. I'm not even going to blast her name on here. But now I know who it is. Everything is coming out. It really is. Even my mother's husband stuff. And his sister. With the reading. Talking about there's somebody that's in a nursing home. Brain dead. My mother's ex-husband's sister is in the nursing home comatose. And he's almost homeless. Dead ass. He lost everything. Even his wife left him. And he came to my mother's house to confess that she was the one, basically. And then try to play victim. And all that shit came out in the reading. So it's funny how within 1 week or within a few days, I keep getting information. And everything is connected between me and my mother. So the connecting the dots, I'm going to get the information through my mother. So the stuff that comes out in the reading, every time I have a conversation with my motherfucking mother, she connects the motherfucking dots. And she just literally connected the dots to this dirty cop energy that was a part of the community residence. That's a neighbor. And I kept saying it could be current or past. It keeps saying in the energy that this is family. It's a family member that's doing this. She is a cousin of mine that works for the judicial system with convicts in the jail system. It just makes fucking sense. I mean, anybody that has common fucking sense can connect the dots with what I'm fucking saying. So yeah, man, that's some useful information I got just a little while ago. And then my mother is still connected to them. And this is my godmother is the one that was jealous of my mother growing up. She was my mother's copycat. She would try to steal my mother's boyfriends, or she would try to date the same guy after my mother stopped dating them. Copy my mother's clothes. My godmother of water is my mother's copycat. Back then, I don't know if she still is now. My godmother of water, because my main godmother of church, she passed away, which was my grandmother's sister. But my godmother, which in the spiritual community, she will come up as a mother or my mother. That's the mother energy. It makes sense because we really got to think of it as spiritual. This is the tarot community. She is my godmother of water. This has to do with water. Godmother of water. Water magic. A lot of water magic. Water witches. Hello. I like how I connect the dots. Anyway, this is my godmother of water. They saying there's a bunch of water witches that's messing with water hydromancy. So it just makes sense that my godmother that's of water, she will pop up in the spiritual community as a mother figure. She's probably coming up as my mother in the thing. That's why this is why everybody's coming up. Why would your mother do this to you? This is not my mother. It's a godmother of water. You see, y'all be thinking that I'm stupid. And once I start putting the clues together, it makes sense. And this is why I do my lives when I get my information. So I'm going to connect the dots so everybody can connect the dots and see. So this downstairs neighbor, community residence, dirty cop, it just makes sense that it's coming up as family. And the dirty cop is coming up as a feminine instead of a masculine. And it's no coincidence that I find out that my cousin of blood that lived in the same building as me in the past, that was a downstairs neighbor, is a part of the judicial system, a correctional officer, and is connected to people in jail, in the jail cell. And got PD connections. She's a police officer in the jail. She's a police officer, but a police officer to the criminals in jail. Or a correctional officer, a CO. Yeah, that's inside. PO is outside. The PO is when you go visit, and the CO is in, yeah. Inside the jail. And then the other things that keep coming out, locked up behind bars, connected to somebody that's locked up behind bars. It makes sense. I mean, and then the neighbor from the third floor that told me about my upstairs neighbor in my current residence. So my next, all right, this is so twisted. It's not even funny. The connections, okay? I'm just putting the connections. So my cousin, this family, these sisters, they three sisters. One of them is my godmother of water. The other one is a correctional officer. The other one cooks, makes pasteles. Okay? Fucks with food, messes with food. Anyway, so this family lived in the building. They lived in the building. They lived in the same building as me on the third floor. And they lived in the same floor as my ex-friend, the same person that told me to be careful with my upstairs neighbors because they bugged out. That person lived on the third floor. How does the upstairs neighbor and the downstairs neighbor, my ex-friend, connect? Besides 1144, it's not only drugs. They know each other. Because it said it was for drugs. He used to buy drugs, but they got to know each other a little bit more than that. Because when I blasted my upstairs neighbor's face on the internet, that nigga hit me up real quick, said, I know that nigga. That nigga's bugged. And that he don't do just no regular drugs. That nigga's bugged. He said that nigga he told me my upstairs neighbor was bugged. Mentally bugged out. And the neighbor from the downstairs, third floor, from my past community knows. They know my cousins. They know each other. And then you know what's funny? Now that I keep picturing my upstairs neighbor's face, that he looks like he could be part of that family. And I'm sitting here and I'm telling myself, I really hope that this bitch is not related to me in any fucking way. Because now that I think about it, he fucking resembles them a little bit. I swear to God, yes, he does. They all have that big frog eye thing. And my upstairs neighbors got big. He got that frog eye look. That scared deer in the headlight. Because that's how they look. That family, they got that deer in the headlight, round eyes, always look scared look. A shock look. And they light skinned. They're not dark like me. They're Puerto Rican, light skinned. I'm Puerto Rican and black. Yo soy Boricua. But they're light skinned Puerto Ricans. And my upstairs neighbor resembles that fucking family. I pray and I hope that this bitch is not connected to me and they just friends. They just know each other. They just got hired to fuck with me. I really hope. I've been saying this for a minute because for some reason, I feel it. For some reason, I feel like, for some reason, the upstairs, there's something with them. Like, it's just not upstairs neighbors that are bothering me. It's deeper than that. It's deeper because it's deeper. I really think it's deeper than that. I really think they related to me. I really think they are through that family. He could be. I'm just assuming, but just looking at his face and just picturing his face, he looked like them. He really looked like them. He really do. He could be a grandson. He could be one of their sons. Or a grandson. Twice removed. is that kept coming out, twice removed. And when I was looking that up, that's like, I gotta look it up again, but that's like a cousin, and they're cousins, but like from a cousin. Twice removed is like cousins' grandchildren, or children. Like my mother's cousins' children or grandchildren will be my cousins twice removed from me. I kept hearing that twice removed a lot. Kept popping up in TV shows, and I overheard someone say it. So this is cousins, some cousins that are twice removed. And I think they are. Those are cousins that I think they are. And if it's their kids or their grandkids. And then my godmother of water, I used to be cool with her daughter. She has a daughter and a son. And I don't remember their names, and I don't remember what they look like. But I grew up with them. And we were very close. Me and the daughter. The daughter is older than the son, I think. I'm not too sure, I don't remember. But my godmother of water, I have a godmother and a god sister and a god brother of water, because her kids her children will make them my god brother and sister. In the spiritual realm, they will just show up as a brother and sister. I'm so done. Oh, Jesus Christ. You see how everything connects as I say this? So in the spiritual realm, they will pop up. She will pop up as my mother, and her kids will pop up as a brother and sister. Her sister, if she's popping up, if she's in the spiritual realm, if she's popping up as a mother in the spiritual community, then her sisters will pop up as aunt energy in my energy. You see how I had to break that down. This making my head hurt. Because, you got to think past that. You got to think beyond the 3D. Okay, in the 3D, they're cousins. But if spiritually, religiously, if in church, I got baptized. I'm baptized by church. And in my baptism, I got godparents of church, and I have godparents of water. My godparents of church are my Titi Celinda, which is my aunt, which is my grandmother's sister, which she passed away, and my uncle, which is my mother's brother. And he's still living. And we share the same birthday. That man, me and that man. And his daughter will be in the spiritual realm, my sister, spiritually. Not a god sister. Only god sister in this 3D realm. Now, if the water as well, those people will show up not as a godmother and a god sister or brother. They're going to show up as a mother, brother, sister, and aunt energy in the spiritual community. Oh, you like how I connect the dots? Because motherfuckers thought I was stupid and slow. Motherfuckers thought I was stupid and slow. You had to go around. You had me going around. You had the confusion going on there. But eventually you was going to get caught. And eventually I was going to know who you are. I still don't know exactly who you are because I don't remember you. But I know who you are, though. Now I know who it is. The people who have been participating in this are slowly but surely, everything is being revealed to me. Whether it's a part of me or whether they attack me or they attack my mother. It doesn't matter who. They attack my family. So whoever was a part of attacking my family, which includes me, my mother, and my son, maybe my sister and my nephews might be included in that. But for right now, the three main people were me, my mother, and my son. Y'all all being revealed. Everything is being revealed. Who have been playing who has participated. And if I don't know exactly what y'all did wrong, I know y'all did something wrong because of the situations that y'all in. And right now, my mother's husband just showed, my mother's ex-husband just basically let me know that his family and his stupid ass, they were doing some dumb shit, and his family was doing some dumb shit that it got his ass fucked up, his sister in the nursing home, brain dead, and she practiced spiritual work. And so did my mother's ex-husband's mother. His own mother did spiritual work too, but she passed away as well. A lot of people from my old neighborhood have passed away. A lot. And when I say a lot. And some tragically. And if this is connection to my old neighborhood, and then they're the reasons why these people are passing. And let me say something. And if this person knew my life, it's because my mother was still connected to this person. My mother probably confided in this person about what was going on with me at the time. My mother was probably somebody, my mother was close to these people. I don't even know why I'm showing you the cards. My mother was close to these cousins back in the day. And she's still close with one of them now. That's how they still know it. That's how they still connected. Because they connected to my mother. And my mother is unaware. And my mother, when my mother was like, oh, you think they're part of it too? I was like, yeah, they are. You just gave me the clue, but you know, my mother's not going to believe me. So I'm not going to force my mother to believe anything. I'm going to let her find out for herself. And when 2:22 on the clock, as I said that, and when she finds out, she's going to be heartbroken. Because I'm like, I'm not going to be heartbroken. Somebody's going to be heartbroken. And the person that's going to be heartbroken is going to be my mother. Not that she's going to be heartbroken, but she's going to feel a way maybe. Once she finds out, I'm going to say, this is, I'm not accusing anybody. This is just, what's the word that I'm looking for? What is the word that I am looking for? I don't remember the word right now. I'm trying to think of the word right now, but I can't think of the word. This is not a lie or nor truth. This is just my assumptions, my guesstimations, my opinion, you know, me connecting the dots, me having common sense and looking at everything in a deeper way and connecting the dots, connecting the clues, connecting the non-coincidences, things that just make sense. Everything that has came out on my table, on my energy, out of other readers' energies. I'm just connecting the clues and the dots. You know, it just makes sense. It really does. When you think about it. Having me on a wild goose chase, accusing everybody because they don't want to get caught. And I think this bitch just got caught. I think the veil has been unveiled on this person. Because it makes fucking sense. It just makes sense. This is somebody that's older, an older person. If this is stemming back from childhood, it makes fucking sense. If they were jealous of my mother, then they were attacking my mother and attacking me when I was in my womb. So this is stemming from my mother. So I'm being attacked because I have jealous and envious cousins that were envious and jealous of my mother, then jealous and envious of her own kids. And then my kids, because they was doing something to my son. They did something to my son and they were doing something to my son. They were sending this fucking creepy old lady that looks like the way my son described this fucking thing when he was young. They was haunting my son with a dead spirit, and it was a woman spirit. And the way my son described this entity that was haunting him when he was young, it was making him violent and all that. It was the lady. What's that movie? The Ring. You know that movie, The Ring. That fucking shit that comes out the well. That's what he said the thing looked like, but it was an old lady with white hair. But my son is very protected, and my son was protected. My son said that his grandfather protected him. And my son ain't never meet his grandfather ever in his fucking life. And my son said that my grandfather protected him from this entity, this old lady, this creepy old lady entity that was haunting him. This is when my son was young. He had to be 6, 7, 8. Probably before his innocence, before he lost his innocence, probably before the age of 7. He was seeing this thing. Because after 7, after the age of 7, kids stop seeing. They can't see behind the veil no more. So this is probably before the age of 7. They was haunting him. My child. They was trying to make him violent. Let me tell you something. They was doing some shit to my son. I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all going to burn in the fucking hell that y'all deserve to be in. You deserve your kids to be removed from y'all. You deserve your life to be removed from you. I don't give a fuck what app I'm on. I'm going to say what the fuck I'm going to say. Because y'all sadistic, sick motherfuckers. Sick. In the head, sick. Every single one of y'all that participated are sick, sadistic individuals. And y'all all need to be locked up, thrown in jail, or put in the motherfucking ground. I be minding my goddamn business. 11:11 on the clock as I looked up on the stove. Unbothered, so unbothered. It's lovely as fuck. I'm done, and I'm done. I'm going to get out of here because my voice is getting ronca. I don't know why. But I'm done. I just wanted to get on here. Who knows? They may or may not be. I'm gonna continue to play stupid, but we're gonna continue to put out the energy. I mean, the information that I'm getting, because it makes fucking sense. It just makes sense. It really does. Somebody's trying to block my throat. That's what that is. So I guess I'm speaking the truth. Because somebody's trying to block me from speaking the truth. So I'm guessing whatever I'm saying is truth. I guess it is the truth. So somebody's trying to block my throat. But collective, I'm going to close this out over here, this energy. I'm going to cleanse my space, and then I'm going to jump back on and do a motherfucking reading. It might be yours, it might be mine, but we're just going to pick up on the vibe, collective. We're going to pick up on the vibe. And you definitely going to see me on here tomorrow. I'm going to be doing some Thanksgiving energy readings. Because I already cooked my food. It's going to be me, myself, and I. So I definitely going to have time to be doing some lives. Hey, that rhyme. Collective. I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving. I know a lot of y'all are doing some meal prepping and shit. And so enjoy. No family drama. Once you sense that family drama, just walk away. Walk away. Step outside. Do something. Don't put yourself into it. Don't draw into it. Don't even do it to yourself. And if you feel like you need to get up and go home, then get up and go home. Even if you haven't had the Thanksgiving meal. If you feel like you don't want to be there, then that's fine. Get up and go away. Don't stay somewhere where you don't feel comfortable. Just because family, just because there's food, just because it's expected of you. No. If something makes you uncomfortable and something makes you uncomfortable to the point where you feel like you really don't want to be there no more, then get up and go home. Go into your comfort zone. Go and spend time with people you want to spend time with. Be around good company and not forced company because it's tradition or it's just, what you're supposed to do. We're family. Fuck that. Collective, peace out. Enjoy your holiday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, I'll definitely see you a little bit later because I'm going to come back with a little live, but enjoy. People enjoy.